Dcryptofan, what's going on, beautiful people? What's going on? Huh? It's XRP going hard, huh? Dcryptofan. What we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. If y'all just tuning in, y'all tuning to me on TikTok. You're watching us on YouTube. If you want to get part of this and watch the live, actually it's on TikTok, but you probably watch it on YouTube, but feel free to come watch us on TikTok. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Man, we got a lot to talk about. Man, we got the ETFs to talk about, Goldman Sachs. I want to get into that. I want to get into the Ripple evaluation. They're talking about Ripple with a buyback, have a valuation of $50 billion. They're talking about IPO talk with Ripple. So Ripple trying to buy back shares from the original angel investors. What's going on, Boss Buddha? Trying to buy back from original angel shares and trying to buy it back for employees. So basically, like employees, they say you were locked up with shares of Ripple, the company. And now you can go ahead and you can sell it and they'll buy it from you. And usually when they're doing that, they usually IPO talk. So I want to get into that. See if we have time to get back into that Australia, but I really want to get into that Goldman Sachs, and I want to go into that ETF, and also big thing I really want to get into, something quietly that even I didn't pay attention to, that nobody's been talking about, the tokenization that's been going on XRP Ledger, man. It's crazy. I know we touched on a bit, say about how it went up 112%, but yeah, it went from beginning of the year from 25 million to $2 billion of tokenization on the XRP Ledger, which quietly went through and nobody's saying anything about it, which is crazy. So people will know RWAs, but XRP Ledger jumps up to 1,200% in 1 month. I know we touched on it a little bit, but I didn't really put the numbers. I didn't put the numbers together. The math together when we were doing it. When you talk about 25 million going to $2 billion, that's a huge jump in tokenization on XRP Ledger. That yeah, that's a huge number right there. But I want to go over all that stuff. Tammy Lynn sent me some stuff too on that was real nice on SEC and CFTC commodities coming together. How about that? So the SEC and the CFTC is going to be coming together now when they're going ahead and you want to figure out if you're a commodity, basically if you're a crypto coin or token, if you're a commodity, or if you're going to be a security, which is crazy. And they came together because they used to be always arguing. Basically, it was always them fighting and battling. So now they're coming together. That's wild, ain't it? So it's called Muse. So let's check this out. So I want to get into this right here because this is serious right here. Just tune this Dcryptofan. While we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. Just want to get in this article. This article is a serious article. Just want to get into this. Wait 1 second here. Let me. I think this is a great article. Once I can get it up. Once I can get it going. All right, so check this out. So a significant move in financial market Security Exchange Commission and the Commodities Future Trading Commission have formalized a strengthened partnership. The agency signed a memorandum of understanding. A memorandum of understanding. Listen, a memorandum of understanding. They call it the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding. On March 15, 2025, specifically designed enhanced regulatory cooperation. That agreement declared directly targets complex landscapes of crypto and digital asset innovation. You hear me? The SEC and the CFTC MOU establishes a new regulatory framework with newly signed momentum on understanding represents pivotal shift in interagency collaboration. Historically, jurisdiction boundaries of the SEC and the CFTC have created a regulatory gap for uncertainties, particularly for novel digital assets. Look, consequently, the formula agreement aimed to bridge the dividends of the MOU. So we call it MOU. It's an MOU, establishes a secure protocol for information sharing, joint information. So basically, they're going ahead, what's going on? So the SEC and the CFTC, they're coming together and they're investigating together coins to figure out either you're going to be under the CFTC jurisdiction, if you're going to be SEC jurisdiction. That's crazy. So you see, like before, when they were trying to figure out what XRP was, if XRP was a security, or if XRP was wait a second, make sure y'all hear me, or if XRP was a commodity. So now you have the SEC and the CFTC working together in joint investigation, right? Examination and coordinated policy development. Furthermore, it creates a dedicated alliance office to facilitate continuous communication between the two regulatory bodies. So basically, they're going to be working together to figure out where these bridge assets and digital assets fall in line. All right? And guess what? Coins don't have to go through that. Guess what? The coins don't have to go through that scrutiny. All the coins that went through on, thank you, V Nizzle, appreciate the love. Guess the coins that ain't got to go through that. The coins that got in there January 1st. The coins that I reported to you. Yeah. Same coins that I did the episode on. The 8 coins that got through. Y'all remember that? Appreciate the love, Ray. Appreciate the love, Ray Hamilton. So you understand? The same coins. The 8 coins that don't have to go through the scrutiny. Y'all know the coins? Ethereum, Solana, HBAR, Litecoin, XLM. No, sorry. XRP, no XLM. So take that out. I'll get y'all hype. No XLM. Don't get hype. My bad. That was XLM and XRP for the DTC. No. Let's start it over. Y'all people like the XLM people like, yeah, man. Sorry to stop it. All right, let me bring it back. So the 8 coins that got through January 1st, they all have ETFs, and that's how they were able to get through. So basically what they're saying, the commodities, CFTC and commodities, they said because, and SEC, they said because these coins came through January 1st and they had an ETF, they were basically saying they're going to be treated as commodities. All right. So let's name the coins again. Let's bring it back. So the coins are going to be Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, Chainlink, XRP, HBAR, Litecoin, and y'all ain't going to believe this one. The last one y'all ain't going to believe. Dogecoin. Doge. Yes. That's what it is. So that's what's going on. So it's going Johnny Crypto. We talking about a lot today. So we're gonna be talking about the CFTC and SEC coming together. So now they're gonna be the judging body on your favorite crypto coins. Is it nice to own those 8 coins that don't have to go through that scrutiny? Is it nice to own some of those 8 coins right there, to own some Solana? I know you're feeling good right now if you own some Solana, don't have to go through this. If you own some Bitcoin, you ain't got to go through this. Ethereum, you ain't got to go through this. XRP, you ain't got to go through this. HBAR, you ain't got to go through this. Litecoin, you ain't got to go through this. Chainlink, you ain't got to go through this. And also, Doge, you ain't got to go through the scrutiny, okay? All right, but now, at least these coins that are following, at least they have some type of coin to look at. They can look at these 8 coins and see what made it, what was the blueprint that these coins used to go ahead and get considered a commodity. Okay? So, well, I don't want to be in back of that line. Anyway, the background in the context of this landmark agreement, the path of Mao spans several years in legislative pressure, the market evolution. Previously, the 2010 Dodd-Frank Act assigned the CFTC authority over derivatives, including Bitcoin and futures. So in 2010, Dodd-Frank's Act assigned the CFTC authority over derivatives, including Bitcoins and futures. Meanwhile, the SEC maintained traditional mandates over security offerings and exchanges, basically stocks and bonds. Okay, this division became increased problematic as blockchain technology swarmed the hybrid financial institution. So basically, they said that was very easy between the SEC and commodity, but being that crypto was a new type of technology, they didn't know where to classify these coins. They didn't know if they were commodity or security because this was a new digital. Remember, this is brand new. All right, just understand that. Okay, so let's keep it going. Understand that the first time it came out was 2009. Was it August 2009? I gotta look at it. I think it was August 2009, the first blockchain. I gotta look at that thing, but I think it was August 9. I think it was August 2009. I gotta take a look at it, but I think it was. I could be wrong, but we'll take a look at it. Oh no, January. Was it January? January 9th, 2009. Was that what it was? January 9th, 2009. Somebody check that, take a look at that. Somebody check the first blockchain Satoshi came out was it January 9th, 2009? Somebody please check that out. So the division became increasingly problematic as blockchain technology swarmed the hybrid financial instrument. Somebody look that up. Did somebody see that? Pause. Brad Garlinghouse was appointed to the CFTC. Well, no, he was not appointed to the CFTC. He was appointed to a group of members that they have for the CFTC as far as they're using them as a group of guidance. Yeah, he's one of those members of that. Yeah, definitely. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm lagging. Am I lagging right now? You guys say I'm lagging? Is there a delay? Are you guys hearing a delay? I'm good? Okay, I just want to make sure. I think somebody said they're saying that they're hearing a delay. I'm lagging. So, yeah, just want to get into that, but let's keep it going. So here goes right here. The division became increasingly problematic. Blockchain technology swarmed with a hybrid financial instrument. Notable example was a lengthy legal debate over whether XRP constituted a security, a case highlighted as an urgent need for clearer distribution guidelines. So basically, they're bringing up XRP, what they had to go through before they were considered a commodity. So this is what they're talking about. So they're putting this group together. So basically, coins, it won't be just SEC coming after it. Now they're going to have a joint effort where it's going to be the SEC and at least the commodities. Before you had the SEC by itself. So now at least you have the commodities in there, could at least say, nah, this coin is a commodity. Because you guys understand what the difference is. What's the difference? Why does it matter what the coins, if it's a commodity or if it's SEC? So commodity, just want to make sure. Why am I hearing myself like that? So commodity, right? So commodity could be controlled between the banks and institutions. Now, if you're a security, you have to be handled between a brokerage. And now on brokerage, now you have to go through scrutiny, do it like the SEC. So you can't have XRP moving freely in between institutions and banks because you would have to have every transaction would have to have SEC oversight. Got me? All right, so let's keep it going. Several conditions hearings, including those before Senate Bank was using Financial Service Committee, repeatedly called improved agency coordination. The landmark argued that the frame magnet approach hindered the U.S. competitive international jurisdiction like European Union. So basically, they're saying that because of the SEC and because of the war going back and forth with digital, trying to figure out where they fit, they're saying, well, we're falling behind while Europe, the union, they already figured it out. They already know what's a commodity and what's a security. They already figured that out. They already moved on and got their licenses already for the crypto companies to use these use cases. Yeah. So Europe is already in. They already got licensed. We just said yesterday about Australia. Australia just did an ASL. We're gonna go over that again. Yeah, was AFSL license? We're gonna go over that. But while you thinking that America's playing around with the Clarity Act, They full forward ahead. And I'm gonna talk about XRP Ledger. I want to show you about how. Listen, man. Let's keep going on this. So listen, the direct response, both domestic industries demand for global regulatory trends. The expert analysts of MO potential impact. The financial policy experts view MO as a necessary. Their increment specs. This agreement is less about creating a new powers and more about optimizing the use of existing ones. This is what they're saying. The senior flow of brokering, institutional fintech policies, the real test will be if it implements and how quickly and effectively this agency aligns their infrastructure and guidance efforts. So basically saying that this depends on how they're going to get along. You know what I'm saying? This basically saying this depends how they're going to get along while they're doing this right here. Okay? So this says industry leaders have created a cautious optimism. Many see Mo as a predecessor of a more definitely legislative action. An agreement could reduce compliance burdens and firms operating across securities and commodities markets. They may also accelerate approvals process for new financial products such as Bitcoin ETFs, tokenization, real-world assets. However, the experts caution that Mo does not immediately resolve all legal and ambiguities. To establish a process for corporate, but does not rewrite underlying status. Okay, so basically saying that, listen, if you're a commodity, that's what it is. If you're a security, that's what it is. They're not here to rewrite it. They're just trying to say, figure out where you fall in line at, and that's what it is. So we're gonna see how they get along and see how this joint venture is gonna go. If they're really trying to move in the way of trying to really get these digital assets going, or if it's here to come to beef and fight, or if this is going to really get your favorite coins going. And this tokenization, let me tell you that tokenization, RWA, do not sleep, is growing quietly. It's quietly, let me tell you, it is quietly growing. All right? It's just, all right. Well, people getting caught in the price, but these cats is moving. Let's get into this. I want to get into this real quick. Wait 1 second here. So XRP Ledger, this is the part that nobody's paying attention to, right? So early this year, right? Check this out. So real world assets. You guys understand real world assets? Real world assets is like a house. I'm freezing. You freeze, bro? I'm freezing. Am I freezing? Is it freezing? Are you guys getting technical difficulties? Because somebody said they freeze. I'm freezing. Somebody said they're lagging. Am I frozen right now? Is everybody? Let me just want to make sure I'm not frozen because I see myself clear. And now I'm not frozen, Brian. I think there's something wrong with your thing. Everybody says, no, I'm good. All right, so check this out, right? So real world assets are RWAs, right? Thank you, James. Appreciate that. So, right? So real world assets, XRPL. This is what nobody's talking about. Nobody's paying attention to. This is wild that nobody's paying attention to because even I didn't pay attention to it. So early this year, our RWAs, real world assets, moving on XRP Ledger was only 2 million, right? In early 2025. Now they're over $2 billion. Okay? Right? That's 80x. That's an 80x. Okay? Can we do another 80x from here? All right. Billy Bless, Texas, what's going on? Now listen, you already know Billy Bless is in the building. So check this out now. RWA real financial assets turn into blockchain tokens. Okay? So now they're doing government bonds, stocks, real estate, treasury bills, and commodities. Okay, instead of paper data, it's on blockchain ledgers. And why it matters because XRP ecosystem is being used to support it. Tokenization assets, cross-border payments, liquidity between currencies, institutional finance. So when they're talking about tokenized assets, meaning that when you're tokenized, like Ondo, remember when Ondo tokenized that treasury? They moved that on XRP ledger. Cross-border payments, they're talking about XRP. When you remember we reported about Bitcoin, how it can't move. You can't move Bitcoin off of the blockchain and off this layer, and you can't move Ethereum off this layer and use XRP or XLM as a bridge currency. You take the Bitcoin, convert it to XRP, and then it spits out into Ethereum, or vice versa. Ethereum, Ethereum convert it to Bitcoin. Convert to XRP. XRP spits it out Bitcoin. That's what it's talking about. Bridge currency. You know when they say liquidity? That's liquidity when you want to use RLUSD as collateral. That's actual cash right now. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about. You understand? So now we're waiting just for the scalability. We got enterprise grade infrastructure, institutional tools for them to use like G Treasuries, Ripple Prime. See when they talking about, institutional finance, they're talking about that Ripple Prime. Because now you have a brokerage. You have a brokerage that you can have people go ahead and buy institutions go buy Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and XRP. Then you have the G Treasuries dashboard. They can go out of different bank accounts. This is why you're talking about institutional finance. Do not sleep on it. All right. And Raoul Powell, he's talking about tokenization growing quickly. Okay. Even Raoul Powell's talking about tokenization. Y'all should check out Raoul Powell, man. You know what I'm saying? It's spelled, if y'all want to look him out, it's Raoul, Raoul Powell, Pal. Check him out. You know what I'm saying? Dude, he used to be a former president at Goldman Sachs. Check him out. All right. So listen, and why we're talking about this, because the tokenization is happening in real world. In real time. Quietly, nobody's talking about it. Quietly, nobody's talking about it. The tokenization. Nobody's talking about the DTC. I got some DTC news too. Oh my Lord, man. It's so much, it's so much news. I kept reporting about the DTC with them. And you guys don't know DTC, the DTC is a system that runs all of Wall Street. Almost every stock that's done in America runs to the DTC. So when you do a trade, they're the one that reports the trade. All right? That's what they do. They're the plumbing for Wall Street. All right? You guys say I'm lagging. Some people are saying I'm lagging. Some people are saying play. Let me get off of here and come back. I don't know. People saying I'm lagging. Am I lagging for everybody? People say I'm lagging. Is it the voice lagging or is it? Let me see here. How do I sound now? Some people say I was lagging. Some people say I wasn't lagging. I just want to make sure how I sound now. I'm not lagging. I'm good. Make sure, because I want to make sure everybody's good. Last thing I want to do is an hour and a half of lagging. Everybody's good. Billy, I'm good. Just want to make sure. So Boss Buddha, you say I'm lagging? Jason said I'm lagging. 10-4, okay. Boss Buddha said I'm lagging bad. Everybody says I don't see any issues. Boss Buddha, you got to try to turn it on and come back on, because everybody says that's not lagging. It might be yours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, try to do that. They say that there's not lagging. So let's get back into this, right? Yeah, Mental Wellness said no issues. The oil spike, I saw that oil spike, man. XRP oil. Let me tell you something. We talked about that. If y'all look at the episode when I was talking about XRP moving oil, and I wasn't talking about actual oil, meaning that to settle the money for the prices of oil to move from cross border to border, from country to country. And the reason why they will use XRP, because not everybody wants to use the dollar. So they will use XRP as a cross-border payment. Say Japan wanted to settle to pay for oil. They didn't want to use the US dollar or use the USDC or they can go ahead and use XRP and transfer that monies, which would basically convert whatever Japan money, yang, to XRP to the US dollar, and they would be able to get paid for the oil. So that's another thing. That's also, and then probably, and also if you wanted to use the price of the oil, you probably could use tokenization of the price of that oil, and then you would use Chainlink to give the data for that oil in real time. Yeah, that'd be wild. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you for joining. What's going on, Jay? What's going on, Evans? What's going on, Larry Carter? What's going on, Crypto Gang? Happy to have y'all. You already know what time it is. So yeah, so let's keep it going. So nobody's noticed that in a year, XRP Ledger went from 25 million in RWA tokenization. I already told you what they tokenizing. Government bonds, stocks, real estate, treasury bills, commodities. Okay? This is what they're doing. They tokenize it and they settle it and they're moving it on XRP Ledger, XRP ecosystem designed to support tokenized assets. Doesn't tokenize it. Remember, XRP does not tokenize. It doesn't. Okay? It's a settlement rail. Okay? Don't get confused. Does cross-border payments, liquidity between currencies, institutional finance. That's what it does. Understand me? Check this out now. The article references Marcus Infinger, who's explained that XRP Ledger ecosystem focuses on scalability, enterprise-grade infrastructure, institutional finance tools, okay? And like I told you, the article revisits predictions of macro investor Raoul Pal, macro investor. His thesis has always been crypto will eventually become the infrastructure for the global finance, not just trading market. So when they see RWA tokenization grow quickly, it supports his prediction that blockchain could eventually handle trillions of dollars. That's your boy Raoul Pal, okay? The article also says the regulation will determine how fast institutions move into crypto. The U.S. lawmakers are debating things like stablecoin rules. You already know that's the Genius Act. Tokenized securities. Let me tell you now. Oh, I got to go into the DTC. Just got what's it called? Basically a cease to. What's it called? No stop. Basically, I'm gonna go into that. Basically, that they got the okay. DTC got the okay to start tokenizing stocks. We won't get into that. I'm telling you, we got a lot to unpack tonight. It's a lot of stuff to get unpacked. So you know what I'm saying? I hope, Boss Buddha, I hope you're good now. We got a lot to unpack. Larry Carter says, is XLM also a good coin to hold? I hold XLM. I hold a big bag of XLM. I bought some XLM before I came on the chat. I ain't even gonna hold you. I bought some XLM before I got on the chat. You know what I'm saying? Not much. Bought me like, what, $25 worth? But I've been buying XLM since 2019. Just to tell you that. And somebody hit me in my DM and asked me, should they be moving they stuff to Robinhood to Trust Wallet or something like that? Listen, man, I'm going to tell y'all this, man. You need to Google your wallets. Stop asking me about wallets. When somebody asks me about a wallet, the first damn thing you're trying to steal my wallet. I do not talk about wallets. Google wallets. This is not a wallet channel. I can explain to you what a wallet is. I can explain to you what a hot wallet is, a cold wallet. But my channel is not a wallet channel. This is not a prediction channel. That's not it. This is where we educate and we teach and we talk amongst each other. Don't ask me about no wallet. All right? Where I come from, when somebody asks you what's a wallet, they usually got a gun to your back. Do you walk up to people in the street and ask you, hey, what kind of wallet you got? Do you walk up to people, strangers, and ask them, hey, what kind of wallet you got there? No. Big Lou, appreciate you. So don't do that, man. That right there, that to me is like stranger danger. Stranger danger. Straight up. But anyway, so right now, let's go back to this article. So article also regulation determines how fast institutions move on crypto. The U.S. lawmakers are debating things like stablecoin, tokenized securities, and digital asset frameworks. Listen, banks are lobbying heavily on tokenized could compete the traditional banking system. All right? Listen to what they're saying. Banks are lobbying heavily because tokenization could compete with traditional banking system. All right? So basically what they're saying that the bring this tokenization, and bring this token as technology is competition for the banking system. And that's what the banks are scared of. RWA's a homeless superhero. How long have you been holding XRP? I've been holding XRP since 2019. That's how long I've been holding it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. my boy laughed at that. My boy said, "How long you been holding XRP?" All right. Tar here, what's up, boy? What's going on, Crypto Gang? What's going on? So the article, right? So listen. So the article, the real story isn't the price. So this article right here, it's not about price, right? Let's say what it say. That's what up. I don't like people asking me. That's what's up. I just don't like people asking me. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that nobody should be asking what's going on in your wallet. If you want to ask me how long I've been on XRP, that's a different question. But when somebody's asking you questions about where you safe keep your monies at, that's like somebody asking, somebody pause straight up. That's like somebody asking, where you keep that safe at your house at? What? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That those questions right there, those are red flag questions where I'm from now. Some people live in and mind you, I'm somebody who got hacked for 54,000. So me, after you get hacked for 54,000, every question sounds very funny to you. Trust me, you get hacked $54,000, everything's gonna sound very, very funny to you. Promise you that much. You know what I'm saying? That much I'll tell you. So check out this, right? So now, if these pieces all fall in place, right, and blockchain network like XRP could become the financial rails. This is what I'm saying. If everything falls in place, XRP could become one of the major financial rails, okay? Let me say this. Everybody right now keep watching the price. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the institutions. You know what I'm saying? People watching the charts. They're not looking at infrastructure. I'm telling you, infrastructure comes first before the price. Okay? The 2 billion in tokenization number, they mentioned actually very small compared to where this is going. So you're talking about tokenized assets could reach up to 10 to 30 trillion dollars by 2030. So when you're talking about 2 billion, that's poquito. That's small. We already knew that that's a small number. But just the growth. They said over in 1 month, it's gone up 1,200% in RWAs. 1,200. Okay? In RWAs. So they're projecting this tokenization assets to reach 10 to 30 trillion by 2030. Okay? Just to put that in perspective. And then BlackRock, they're saying they want to tokenize their whole portfolio to 6 to 18 months. Wildin'. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you something. Do not sleep on it. All right? And I want to get into this. Now, I was telling y'all about this Momo with I want to talk about this Momo, this CFTC real quick. If y'all just let's get into Australia because we didn't get into that. I want to get into that. And also, did we do the buyback? We didn't do the buyback yet. I want to get to the Ripple buyback because that's wild. So basically, they're buying back part of the company, Ripple, which holds the majority of XRP. They're buying back stocks. Well, they're not on. They're buying shares of the company. That's not to the public. It's basically for the original people that invested in Ripple, the employees. They're going ahead and they're going to buy back some of their what would you say? Not shares of the company. Well, what would that be the name of that? That would be shares of the company. All right, that would be that would basically what it'd be. So basically, Ripple launches 750 share buyback. So implying that roughly $50 billion private evaluation. So they're not public, but privately, employees own shares. original investors, angel investors, they own the original shares of Ripple. Remember, Ripple came out at 1 cent. So these people have been holding shares. There's people that have been owning shares from the original. So what happens, some of them are locked in to the valuation. But what Ripple's saying that, listen, we got $750 million. We'll buy back some of your $700 million worth of your shares. So they're saying that usually when companies do that, it's because they want to go ahead and do an IPO, all right, to put out shares. So that's what they do. So buy back to own more of the company. So reported Goldman Sachs has become the majority institutional holder of XRP ETFs. Is that wild? Is that wild? What did that happen? Nobody seen that happen. Let me tell you something, man. I told the chat that these companies were not buying these coins at all-time highs. I told y'all that. These boys want in, but they're not coming in buying at all-time highs. You wouldn't either. I told you this was going on. And I'm not talking about price predictions, but I just know, listen, man, they're not paying top dollar. They run all the monies. They're not going to pay top dollar. You know what I'm saying? Larry says, AI, are you doing pretty good? Larry called it AI. What do you mean AI? Are you doing pretty good? AI. I hope you don't think I'm an AI. I'm pretty real, my friend. I'm pretty real. There's no AI here, man. I hope you know that I'm a real human being, man. There's no AI over here, I promise you. They've seen me in Magic City. That's why people think that I'm AI. That'll be the wildness. So right, as much as I chop up names, boy, I know you don't think I'm AI, boy. Oh, you talking about the stocks? Okay, you must be talking about the stock. Because as much as I chop up names, boy, I call NVIDIA NVIDIA. So I know you. I ain't no AI. So let's get into this, right? So Goldman Sachs quietly, let me tell you, quietly, nobody's been paying attention. Goldman Sachs quietly has become the major institutional holder of XRP ETFs. Goldman Sachs. Have y'all heard about Goldman Sachs? If you don't know about Goldman Sachs, Google them. Okay? Goldman Sachs. And Sachs is spelled SACHS. SACHS. Look them up. Google them. All right. They hold the majority of ETF for XRP. All right. A single closely watched, even though Ripple equity and XRP token is distinct. Listen. So you think that XRP ain't worth nothing? So you think Goldman Sachs is buying up a coin that's not worth anything? I'm asking you, why y'all think? I'm asking you for real. Do y'all think I'm just real? I'm really asking you a question. Like, do y'all think that Goldman Sachs is going to be buying up a coin that ain't worth nothing? You think you guys, people, ladies and gentlemen, they talking about crypto is a Ponzi scheme? Do you think Goldman Sachs? Y'all know Goldman Sachs is, right? You think that they're buying ETFs, the majority of ETFs for a garbage coin? All right. All right. Taz, thank you. Absolutely not. Thank you. Guru Focus has highlighted the disconnect between Ripple's rising private valuation and XRP market performance, noting any coverage would depend on the token's demand and use case and liquidity. The corporate equity actions such as buybacks do not directly change XRP supply mechanisms such as dynamics of diverge from company milestone. So basically, what Ripple's doing is not going to reflect on the price of XRP. What going to reflect on the price of XRP is the usage. You guys want to see the price move? Companies got to be using it. But what you're seeing is the plumbing go live, the blueprint go live, all the legal action to make this XRP work is going live right now. See what's going on in Australia? It's about to go live. Just went live in Europe. Going live in UK. Africa. It's going live. You know what I'm saying? You didn't miss much, Boss Buddha. You didn't miss much. Right now, we're just talking about Ripple which owns the majority of XRP, they're going ahead and they're buying back $750 million of the company shares from employees, from original investors, because they're saying that usually when it's happening, that Ripple's probably going to do IPO. Tammy, what's going on? So that's what they're talking. That's what they're talking about. So here it goes right here, right? So let me keep it going. So the price of XRP is dependent on the token's demand, the use case liquidity. Corporate equity actions such as buybacks do not directly change XRP supply mechanisms such as token demands or diverges companies' milestone. So basically saying that the two and two don't have nothing to do with each other. They're buying shares for Ripple, the company, to go ahead and do IPO. XRP is the use case. Okay, like I keep telling you guys, for example, Apple is the company. iPhone is the use case. You understand? Okay, even so Apple makes the iPhone. Remember, you can buy iPhone from T-Mobile. I buy iPhone from Sprint, for AT&T, from Verizon. You can buy all that stuff. You get it? The phone is the use case. You got me? Just want to make sure you understand that. Let's keep it going. The institutional analysts have framed the companies in a shift from promising to build a financial infrastructure. Ripple is becoming an institutional powerhouse, said Simon Saylor, the crypto institutional infrastructure analyst in LinkedIn. All right, listen, this is the crypto institutional infrastructure analyst at LinkedIn. The regulatory outlook of the SEC related the dependency. Amvivest cautioned that the headline valuation relies on regulatory tailwinds and continued execution of regulatory risk and central story. So basically saying that the price of Ripple depends on what the SEC and what commodities are doing as far as XRP. So basically saying that with the rules and regulations that's going on with the Genius Act and Clarity Act, Commodity Act, until all this stuff is done, even Ripple's evaluation is stuck. Bulls is going on. And what evaluation is basically what the value of the company is at. So when you're saying valuation, they're talking about what it's valued at. So what they're doing is buying this buyback, right? And the value stays at 50 billion or more. So when they come on IPO, this is what the value at. This is what the shares. So basically when they come on IPO, what it's valued at is going to be based on what? It's going to be based what's going to be the cost per share. That valuation is going to be what the value, what's basically going to base the price of that share. And then now what happens is now when it could come out like Circle. I think Circle came out valued at 11 billion and it ran up to like $38 billion. Goes up real quick. Because if people are buying that stock when it comes out, buying it, and not for nothing, Ripple has a lot going on. They're trying to do one-stop shop. Think about it. They got the brokerage. Ripple has the brokerage, right? Which is Ripple Prime. They got G Treasuries, which is the dashboard. They got the XRP ledger. I know it's open source, but come on. All right? Let's be real. Then they have Ripple Net. Man, listen, man. These cats got a lot going on. I'm just saying. All right. So let's keep it going. So they're saying basically within United States, observes the point favorable recent development in Securities Exchange Commission disputes have subjective of outcomes tied to SEC could still influence financial operations and timing. For the remaining private V tender, the offer lets Ripple manage liquidity and ownership while monitoring the policy developments that could affect the operating environment. So basically meaning that Ripple, right, being on with the commodities membership, that little membership group that they have, the little, what is it? I don't want to call it task force, but the group that they put together, they're basically that now you have Brad Garnerhouse on that group. they can go ahead and put their influence in decision making. That's what they're trying to say. That's what they say. They got, let me tell you, they got a powerhouse group up there. I forgot the name of the group. So it's, to me, it's a lot of information. And believe it or not, it's a lot of information to take in. It really is. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. Do not sleep on it. Okay, there's a lot going on. And then you see that Ripple stock, right? You know how we talk about stock market using XRP ledger and then using RLUSD as collateral. Like say that stock IPO, right? I say that stock came out like tomorrow and we were caught off guard. If you don't have money in the stock market, or you would have to sell some stock that you have, right, to go buy it. But let's say you want to take money and go buy it right now. You wouldn't have time to buy it because the thing is that you would have wait 4 or 5 days. By that time it would have ran, versus now you using RLUSD as a collateral, put it on XRP ledger, turn that to USD or RUL USD, and then go ahead and buy your stock. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it gets crazy. Rita Harika says, I hold XRP for 3 years. Nice. So I know you up good then. If you've been holding up for 3 years, then you up good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then you're very good. Brian, you good now? All right, good to know. So if you've been holding XRP, you know what I'm saying, for 3 years, then you're definitely good. You know what I'm saying? That means you was holding it around 50 cents. So you're definitely good. You know what I'm saying? That's a great job for you, man. That means you were in very early. You know what I mean? There's some people we had a gentleman the other day that was in XRP since 2017. He was in it for 9 years. Then we have somebody said it. No. I think that's the oldest person we had in him. I don't think we never had anybody since 2014. But I think the longest person we had was 2017 holding XRP, which was crazy. But let me tell you, that Goldman Sachs holding, that's a reputable financial company. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the largest institutional companies out there. You know what I'm saying? You can't sleep on that. You know what I'm saying? This is a huge institution and they've been around forever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Goldman Sachs becomes the largest holder of XRP ETFs. That's wow. And nobody's talking about it. And nobody's talking about XRP. Isn't that wild? One thing everybody talks about, though, that price. Everybody talk about that price, though. But Goldman Sachs becomes the largest holder of XRP ETF. Let me tell you something, man. All I've been thinking about is securing my stuff. I'm trying to figure out I'm upgrading my stuff, man. I'm upgrading my wallets. Especially where people keep talking about wallets. That starts scaring me when everybody's asking about wallet talk. And these scammers get better and better. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about wallet talk. Let me tell you, man. Secure your money, man. Secure your money. I'm about to secure mine even better because it's getting wild out here. And the way these people are talking, let me tell you something, man. Secure your money. Tell you that right now. James, they said, I heard you. That's what I'll be worried about too, man. I'm telling you right now, man. Let me tell you. And the thing about it is, what really worries me is that I do this information, right? And now you get a little bit popular. You know what I'm saying? People start looking at you. Now you become a target. When I'm just trying to give information, you know what I'm saying? And then now somebody trying to get you for your money, your hard-earned money. When you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get hurt trying to give information. You know what I'm trying to say? Because at the end of the day, this right here, I don't get paid for this. That's my real hard-earned money in that wallet. You know what I'm saying? That's my hard-earned money. And mind you, you know what I'm saying? These scammers, they come take your stuff that you work hard 4 or 5 years or for 6 years in 30 seconds, 2 minutes, and didn't do no work. Come rob you. I'm telling you. So I would tell everybody, man, I'm looking to upgrade my wallet. I would tell y'all upgrade y'all stuff, man. Straight up. Straight 100%. If y'all can, upgrade, because that's all. Let me tell you, I've been scared. And the only reason why I've been scared I wouldn't be scared if I thought the money. Let me tell you now. I wouldn't be scared if I thought XRP was going down to $1.80. Obviously, I'm scared because I'm like, yo, this thing's getting a little crazy. That like the infrastructure is being built with with uh with everything that's going on. Now they're giving loans on XRP. They're giving loans on. That cat said they get 5 million on Bitcoin, 1 million on Ethereum, and 100,000 on Solano, XRP. And what was the last one? One more. It was one more coin. I want to say it's Doge, but I don't want to give you the wrong one. Look at my. I gotta look. Even myself, I gotta look at my own episodes. You know, I gotta go back. How you upgrade on your wallet? You do your knowledge and make sure that you get the best wallet out there. That's how you upgrade. You do. I'm gonna do my research, and just like I tell y'all, Google and do the research. I'm about to go do my research and find out what the best wallet is out there. I'm gonna take that same that same advice I give y'all is the same advice I'm about to take. I'm about to do my homework and get the best possible wallet out there. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Same advice I give y'all. I'm saying, King Crypto said that's not an upgrade on the wallet. That's an upgrade to me. That's okay to me. The more I can secure my information, that's an upgrade for me. Listen, perception is everything. I perceive it to be more safe. That's what it is for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is for me. But you know what I mean? You should have come on, man. You missed the whole point. You missed the whole point, King Crypto. Sometimes it's not about about playing devil's advocate, man. Sometimes you gotta hear what I said now. I said upgrade the wallet. I'm not gonna tell people to keep I'm not gonna tell anybody to keep their stuff off exchange and don't have a wallet myself. I will never. I've been hacked for 54,000 for keep my money on exchange. That's what I'm saying. All right. So that's what I'm talking about. Hope you understand. And if you don't, that's fine too. But anyway, so Goldman Sachs became one of the largest institutional holders of XRP ETF to share. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, James. It's wild, man. I don't know, man, James. I can't. Let me tell you, man. I can't call it, man. I can't call it, man. I can't call it, man. I just can't call it, man. It throws me for a loop. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't gonna. It throws me for a loop, man. Sorry about that, man. I have to throw a block party. It's crazy. Rada Karicha says, I want to sell my XRP. I'll buy it. Let me stop playing, but I'll buy it though. Reda Coretta, Karichi, I'll buy it. Theodora Liam says, so do you suggest a wallet is more safer than exchange? Yes, I definitely do. Love you too, man. Love you too, 100%. I got hacked for 54,000 for having my money on Coinbase. Having my coins on Coinbase, I got hacked. So I would definitely tell you, put it in a wallet, then don't leave it on exchange, 100%. I got hacked. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So I would tell you that 100%. You know what I'm saying? I would tell you that. I'll tell you that right there. I don't think you should keep on. I don't think you should keep on exchange. You know what I'm saying? But I got hacked for 54,000. Try your luck. Maybe you might do better than I did. Just saying. Try your luck. Taz said me too. Taz got hacked too on keeping his money on exchange. Try your luck. We both got hacked. See how it works out for you. I'm just telling you. What's your what wallet you recommend for Coinbase. What wallet? I recommend you go Google, like I'm about to go do. Use a chat. Use what's that, Siri? Use what's the other one there? The Amazon one. Listen, use all that, and then you find out what's the best wallet that fits what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You do your research. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call do your research. There's too much. There's Grok. Yeah. Thank you, Tammy Lynn. All that right there. There's too much. There's so much search engines that will do you better justice than I would when it comes to wallets, because I'm not an expert on a wallet. That's why I'm going to do my research. I would tell you do the same thing. And said, make sure this is very important. Make sure when y'all get y'all wallet, make sure y'all get y'all wallets. Don't get it for nobody off of no TikTok. Don't get off nobody off of no IG. Don't get no YouTube. Get it from the manufacturer. Listen, do not be getting your wallet off of nobody off this DM. Don't let anybody DM you talking about they got a wallet for you. They're going to steal your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Tell that right now. Boss Buddha said, I got a Gucci wallet. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's funny you said that. I want a Louis wallet. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a man purse too, y'all. I got a Prada man purse. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I got the man purse. Yeah, man. I got a man purse. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I got a Prada man purse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all. A merce. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Hey, you might not tell, but I'm a fashionista. Hey, what they call a fashionista? You might not tell, but I'm a fashionista. Hey, tell me I got the merce. Hey, I got my merce looks half merce and half fanny pack. I like it though, man. It's fly. It's a Prada. It's a Prada action. And then what happened is that I killed them the other day. Where I had the Prada merce, right? It looked like a fanny pack. It's half fanny pack, half merce. So it comes off. It looked like I'm holding a strap. That's why I kind of like it, because it's kind of cool. It looked like, you remember back in the Westerns when they used to have the, what's it called? So mine look like that right there. Like, boy, don't make a move, boy, 'cause I'm going to strap you up. And then what I like about it, I killed them with the Prada tie. So I had the Prada tie with the Prada action right here. Oh, my Lord. Killed them. Murder. Murder, she wrote. But anyway, let's get back to this right here, man. So listen, gun holder, you already know. Goldman Sachs became the largest institutional holder. That's funny, gun holder. Goldman Sachs becomes the largest institutional holder of XRP ETF shares with about 150 million exposure. All right, you think XRP? Listen, man. While everybody's getting caught up in the price, they're making moves. The world is making moves. Let me see. So what you think about XRP? We can be a billionaire for the next few years. A billionaire, I don't know. I don't know a billionaire. I don't know about billionaires. I think. Let me tell you something. You guys want to tell you what I think? I think in the next 5 years, we have the potential to 30x, 20 to 30x. I think we have that potential. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing price predictions, but I'm just talking about potential. Brad Garlinghouse says, just put it this way. Brad Garlinghouse says that Brad Garlinghouse said XRP holders should be happy in 4 or 5 years. And that's what Brad Garlinghouse said. And that's my opinion. I know people got that $100. I don't like people like to say $100, 10,000 shit. And then, mind y'all, I would love XRP to hit $100, $10,000, all those crazy numbers, and big numbers. I would love that to happen, but my job is to break down the news, break down information, I'm not gonna throw you a hype that I don't know that can happen. I don't really know that can hit $100. I hope it does, but do I know? No, I don't got no crystal ball. I'm not gonna be like you ever watch Cowboy fans and Dolphin fans? It's all right to be a fan, but you ain't got no team, dog. You gotta relax now. You gotta relax, dog. You ain't going to Super Bowl, dog. You gotta be relaxed. Come on, you gotta relax, dog. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. You gotta be relaxed, okay? Now, here's the thing. If it happens, kudos. But I have a responsibility to be very, very realistic because there might be people here that are. I don't want people putting their mortgages, putting their kids' tuition on some crazy numbers because you got to be responsible when you give out numbers. Because look at Jake talking about 750. If you were somebody who really believed in him, and you said, okay, Jake said 750, XRP is gonna hit 750. Okay, it's safe to say that on July 1st, it might not hit 750, but it's gonna hit $100. Now you've been like a fool waiting for $100 off of hope. Nah, let's go with plumbing. Let's go with actual plumbing, actual adaptation. Let's look at it for what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? As much as I would want it to hit that, but to me, and I'm just going by, and when I'm doing that math, I'm just talking about where they're projecting the amount of XRP, where the mark of the crypto market should be. So all I'm doing is taking the math of where the crypto market should be. We just heard tokenization at 20 to 30 million. $30 trillion. That's not taken to all of the crypto. That's tokenization. They're saying by 2030 to 2032, crypto market should be 100,000. If you have XRP at 4.75 dominance, that's if XRP dominance stays the same, which I think XRP dominance will be more. I think XRP dominance will be above around what Ethereum will be, around that 10%, 11%, even higher. But just conservatively, if we just stay exactly where we're at, that's 4%, 4.75, 100%, that's $4.7 trillion. Right now, we're at 84 billion. So we're at 84 billion. You're talking about going to $4.7 trillion. 84 billion of $4.7 trillion, that's like a 36x. Even more than that. What was it? We at 85 billion. So you need 100. So you had 85 billion to hit 4 trillion. Whoa, what am I talking about? 4.7 trillion. My math is wrong. That would be, you're talking about at that math right now at the dollar. So you're talking about $1.05, and we're at $84 trillion. I mean, $84 billion. 84 billion to get to 47 trillion. That would be more like a 53x. A 53x will give you more like a $53 XRP if that gets to $100 trillion. And that's just math. That's just math. Just think about it. We're at $85 billion right now. If you did 4.75 of $100 trillion, that's 100 trillion, that's $4.7 trillion. 8.5, all you would have to do is how much multiply 53 times 85. I think that should give you 4.7 trillion. Somebody could take the calculator. I should be very close, 53, 54, maybe 55. It should be very close to that. Multiply, if somebody has a calculator, multiply 85 times 53. Just take 85 times 53. Tell me if that lands around 47. Just that should be right around there. You know what I'm saying? That rounded off. So that's 53. That should be about a 53, $52. Sorry, that'd be more like, what's that? 45? So you're talking about $45. 45.05. So you're talking about it would be $45. That would give 45 XRP. $45 XRP. That's what you'll be looking at. 45. So wait, you'll be saying no, 45 because we got $1.40. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, we at $1.30, so it wouldn't be a full 45. It would be no, it is. It's 45 times. It would be 45 times what? It'd be 45 because you're 53, 45. So that's what it would be. That's what it'd be right there. $45. It'd be $45, Erickson. That's where you'd be at. So that's the math right there, and that's what you not going to that's what you not dominates your that's what you not dominating. Your dominance staying exactly the same. That's not what your dominance going carry the one. Hey, that's without your dominance going higher. Okay, so take that in consideration. Risk take, appreciate that. So take that into consideration. That's if dominance stays the same right now. So I'd rather give that number right there the real number. If dominance goes up to like Ethereum, like a 10%, then we're talking about a whole different story. Now you're talking about double that price because we're talking about 4.75. You double it, then now you're talking about from that $45 to a $90 XRP. It's all about the type of money that we get into this ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Damn, y'all coming out tonight for this $5 action, boy. The first five, let me tell you, this is like the second person I done blocked, man. Y'all coming out tonight. What the hell? What the helly? Yo, these cats is out here tonight. I can't even stop these cats right now. What's going on? What's going on tonight? Where y'all coming out like that? Jesus, man. Yo, I don't know what's going on. These cats coming out tonight talking about the first five cats dead. Boy, y'all out here tonight. What? They out here, man. I'm telling you right now. Oh boy. Yeah, man. Take profits. Yes, I believe that definitely. You should have a number in your mind where you want to take profits at. You know what I'm saying? I think, yeah, man, Tammy, they out here tonight, man. Let me tell you, right, risk it. What I just missed when XRP going to $90. No, we're just doing, bro. We're just doing scenarios, just math. We're just doing the math. If XRP dominance went up to 10%, we're just doing math. We're just, somebody asked me what do I really think. I don't even do price predictions because I was just showing you the math of it. You know what I mean? So when somebody tells you a 10,000 XRP, I just did the math for you what a $30 XRP looks like. All right. I just did the math what a $30, $45 looks like. So when these people throw that $10,000 XRP, understand the type of circulation. Even understand, I get it. I get what everybody says. The velocity, I get it. But just letting y'all know, when they throwing these numbers, look at the math. Appreciate the love. Journey to passive. Thank you. Just want to just let you know that when people throwing this math and these numbers, understand what type of numbers they're telling you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me tell you, ooh, this got the list. This got the list of so right now, right? So listen, Goldman Sachs filed its 13F report with the U.S. Securities Exchange and Commission. That latest filing shows 83 institutions reportedly holding XRP ETFs together. The top investors hold 211 worth of XRP. So look at this. These are the companies right here that are investing in XRP. Y'all think, look at this. Y'all think XRP is tripping, huh? Look at this. These are the list of the companies that are buying ETFs. Look at the companies that are buying ETFs, y'all. Okay. That's XRP ETFs. That's XRP exposure. Okay. All right. Shoot. I think together we got more than some of these cats. Hey, some of these cats don't got no. Hey, some of these cats right here. We need a mirror to read that. Hey, let me tell you, man. I'm sorry, man. Listen, let me show y'all. And things that they give me the option now because I got more. Now that we got more followers, they give me the option now to go ahead and share the screen with y'all. I think I'm gonna do that because I gotta do it for computer, but I gotta get another camera, and then I'll be able to share the screen with what I'm looking at to share it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's the next level we're about to go to. So I don't have to do this type of retarded stuff. But look, that's the company they're talking about. Yeah. Is it backwards for y'all? Is it backwards for y'all? Because I wonder if it's backwards for y'all, like when I be looking at it. Is it backwards for y'all? Yeah. You been this whole time. Wait a second. This whole time. I told you, I be slow sometimes. Y'all know I be slow sometimes. Y'all know, hey, y'all know I be having my stupid moments, man. Hey, y'all know I be having my stupid moments, yo. I be trying to show y'all the receipts just to let y'all know. Hey, yo, y'all are crazy, man. I just like, wait a second. When somebody said the mirror, when Rich Nigga said we're gonna need the mirror, I said, wait a second here. Wait a second. Sometimes when y'all say something, right, it takes a while for it to digest. That's why when somebody comes in the chat and y'all throw like, look these coins up, it takes a while to digest what y'all saying. Rich Nigga said the mirror. I said, the mirror? The mirror. I said, wait a second. Mirror to see that. I said, mirror to see that. Right? Because I'm still talking and thinking. I'm like, wait a second. Are they seeing it backwards? It's like it just clicked. It's like, duh. I tell you, man, hey, your boy be having some slow moments, man. Please forgive me, man. Hey, I chop up some names and I see stuff backwards. Hey, my bad, y'all. But so basically on the list it was showing Goldman Sachs, the biggest one, Millennium, Logan Stone Capital, Citadel Advisory, Jane Global. There's a bunch of companies. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm with they got me up. Yo, I'm so embarrassed, man. I'm embarrassed, dog. You know how many times this is the first time y'all told me that. So you know how many times I've turned the screen around to show y'all and nobody's ever said, yo, bro, you know we was backwards, right? They'll tell you, I've turned around that screen so many times to show y'all the receipts, right? And yo, let me tell you, and nobody's told me, yo, dude, it's backwards. I appreciate y'all though, man. Hey, I'm trying to show y'all the receipts, right? I'm just trying to show you, look, I didn't make this up. Hey, listen, man, I didn't make this up. This is the receipt. And I even knowing that y'all reading it backwards. And the crazy thing, right? I'm looking at the phone and I'm reading to y'all backwards on the phone. I should have known. Wait a second. They're seeing what I'm seeing. Hey, you know how I say, hey, one thing we all have in common sense. Whoa, I missed that bus. Hey, I can tell you guys, hey, one thing we all have in common sense, boy. Hey, boy. Hey, sometimes, boy, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if I'm in that line sometimes, boy. I tell you, shoot, boy. God damn. Appreciate the lovers take a boy. Wow. Zoom. Zoom. That went right, boy. Tell you, boy. Should have stayed in school. Wow. But anyway, so before I get off, I want to get pause. I want to get on this Australia real quick. So right, let me get on this Australia action with XRP because I really want to talk about that. In that last episode, if I don't know if y'all paid attention, man, that last episode we dropped was wild, but I want to get onto Australia because actually Tammy Lynn sent me this. The CFTC that I was talking about with securities, that's huge. Tammy Lynn sent me that too. It's a lot of stuff Tammy Lynn sent me. I couldn't go over all of it. But I think we got at least she sent me like 6 different stuff, but we're able to at least tackle like 3 stuff. Because the thing is that I also got to do my research on it to make sure that I can deliver it to y'all correctly because it's a lot of information. We already covered the DTC, so you guys are already caught up with the DTC. You guys are caught up with the NSCC. You guys are caught up with the NODL clearance. You guys are caught up with, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are caught up with the licenses on EML, UK, Europe, Japan. So now I want to talk about Australia since we already tackled with UK. And you guys, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all know, you can watch it. We got 2 episodes on Europe. We got the 2 episodes on UK if you want to get caught up as far as the licenses. Japan, and now Australia. I haven't done one on Australia, so I'll update one and put one on Australia so we can cover all the licenses in all the countries so we can see when XRP, XRPL, and RLUSD and all that stuff is going live, when we can watch the actual adaptation go in real life time. I want to report this as this happened. So March 11th is when this happened. So I just want to report this. We're late right now to it, but I just want to have this information because this actually came out at March 11 at 10:21 a.m. So I just want to make sure that we stay ahead of the game and watch adaptation so that we feel more confident in that what we're buying. All right. And also, hey man, I see all the reposts. Hey, listen, man, thank you again, man. That repost y'all did on the last episode, man. I think we hit 10,000 on that last episode in 24 hours, man. So appreciate that, man. That last episode, and it gained, I think, 100 new followers. So really appreciate that, man. Hawaii in the house, man. What's up? What's going on, Hawaii? We got the Pacific in here, man. Is that South Pacific? Is Hawaii considered South Pacific? I just want to know, is Hawaii South Pacific? I just want to know. Is Hawaii in South Pacific? Happy to have Hawaii in the building. That's super dope. That's super dope. Yes. We got the South Pacific in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hamachi egg. Appreciate you being in the building. Appreciate you building. If ladies and gentlemen, if you know, we are global. We are international. And you understand, just because I was messing up, these people are a lot smarter than me. They got a lot more common sense than me. They're not showing articles backwards. I'll tell you that much. Pause. So if you just tuned in, you tuned into the livest chat in the world, and you do have some of the smartest people in the world. One thing we all have in common is common sense, and these people are snipers. Okay, when I say snipers, mean, come on, we're talking about as far as knowledge and crypto. They know their stuff. That's what I meant. Okay, please take it easy now. Take it easy. We don't do that here. We love everybody. I'm not going to do that again. We're going to change a different word from sniper. We ain't going to do that good. We're going to change that word around. We're going to use something else. We're going to use something else. I don't think we're going to use that anymore. We're not going to use sniper anymore. We're going to use a different word. We're going to use something different. Yeah, crypto gang. We're gonna keep it a crypto gang. So let's go, right? We all yes. Common sense out the window today. Let me tell you, hey, mental wellness vibes. You're not lying, boy. Let me tell you, man. When common sense, God wasn't handing out common sense, lah. You can have smart people. You can have smart people that don't have common sense. You got somebody that goes to Yale, goes to Harvard, but still don't got common sense. Tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? Just tell you right now. Common sense not, don't get me wrong now. It's not available like that now. And you can't buy that. You can't buy common sense. Let's go. XRP price prediction. Look how they start this article to get people's attention. I don't do no type of stuff, but this is how they do, right? XRP price prediction, right? As Ripple moves to secure Australia AFLS, right, license. They start the article like this, right? XRP price prediction, right? And then they don't talk about nothing about the price prediction. Isn't that wild? They want to catch your attention. They said XRP price prediction, right? As Ripple moves secure Australian AFSL license. They're talking about the license, but it's talking about price prediction and never to bring up price prediction. And I think that's messed up because somebody might be looking for this information. But anyway, let's keep it going. XRP price outlook remains in focus. Ripple moves to secure Australian AFSL and expand its regulatory payment business across the APAC. All right, the APAC. This is dope because the APAC is funny because we just had this gentleman from the South Pacific, and what this from Hawaii, and what this would do, this will actually give Ripple a license to operate in the South Pacific. So this is the perfect timing for the person that came in from Hawaii. Let me tell you, boy, God has a way of, boy, let me tell you something, boy. God has a way of moving, boy. It's crazy that we're just talking about this and we have somebody that came in and just said Hawaii. That's wild. Very wild. Let me tell you, God moves in mysterious ways. But anyway, check this out. So XRP price outlook remains the focus as Ripple moves to secure Australian AFSL and expand the regulatory payment business across the APAC. All right. In the recent XRP news, Ripple moved to secure Australian financial services license through a proposed acquisition of BC Payment, Australian PY Ltd. The planned deal would expand XRP regulatory pricing to Asian Pacific. the Asia Pacific, and support the cross-border payment business in Australia. The license will allow Ripple to offer broader payment service financial institutions, fintech firm, and enterprises operating under Australian regulatory framework. All right. The former managed directly under the Asian Pacific at Ripple. Listen, under the Asian Pacific at Ripple added, Australia is the key market of Ripple as an AFSL strengthens our ability to scale Ripple payments across the region by leveraging blockchain technology and digital assets. We're able customers to move valuable global with great speed and transparency and reliability. The proposed transaction remains just to standard completion process. The report pointing to establishing closing date in April. So now you're talking about them bringing the cross-border payments, XRP Ledger, XRP Prime, all their financial products to AFSL. So now you're talking about in the Asian Pacific, you could go ahead and use Ripple products. Check this out. Ripple builds an APAC growth. The APAC stands for the Asian Pacific. Okay? The Ripple tied Australia moved broader growth across Asia Pacific. Its APAC payment volume nearly doubled 1 year to year. So basically, from year to year, they've doubled the volume on XRP Ledger in the APAC and the Asian Pacific, showing the stronger activity, one-to-one payment operating regions. The Ripple also listed several Australian clients already connected to the network, including Hai Mai transfer. I wonder if that clue, remember when we was talking about the Hai Mai? Let me see if this is Hawaii. That sounds like some Hawaiian bank. I don't know why. Remember we were talking about that yesterday? We're joking about this. Not joking about Hawaii. We're not joking about Hawaii. We're joking about the name of this transferring company called Hai Mai Transfer. I don't know why that sounds like it's from Hawaii. I don't know why. I don't know, but let's check. I just want to know where that's from. I don't know why I think that's, you know what I'm saying? Hai. What's called Hai? Just for giggles. I'm just very curious now that we talking about that. Let me see what that is. I want to see where that at. Is anybody curious like me? I don't know why I'm so curious. I tell you, sometimes my curiosity gets the best of me, man. I don't know. It just gets me. Let's see, Hai money transfer. Nah, they out of what's it called? They out of California. Nah, they out of California. I don't know why. Let me tell you, man. Sending money. Let me tell you something. I don't know why I thought they were boy. But actually, listen, that these cats is actually different. I don't know why I thought it was Hawaiian. Nah. But they actually send money from US to Vietnam. International remitters, currency exchange. Vietnam, Southwest Asian countries, global remitters corridor. So it's Vietnam for Vietnamese Americans. Those are usually the customers, and they like to use XRP and Stellar. Learn something new. So that's what that was. Well, damn, I thought it was Hawaii. Wrong again. That was not a good guess, but Novato Group, Stable Collab, Brown Falish Payment, and Independent Reserve. Wow, Vietnamese. And I know that XRP also works in Korea and works these areas. And XRP's been out there for a while, tell you the truth. So for them to get that that license is very crazy. So the plan AFSL would support more complete payments and model in Australia. Ripple aims to manage onboard compliance, funding, and foreign exchange, liquidity management, and payout through the one platform. Let me tell you, man. You heard what they're saying? So basically, you'll be able to do compliance, funding, foreign exchange, liquidity, payouts through one platform. This structure would allow Ripple to oversee settlements directly connected to users, local partners, and route transactions, and fewer emitters. So basically, cut out all the middlemen. So it'll be able to pay these people out faster. And here's what Brad Garlinghouse said. So you guys understand? I didn't say that. Brad said it. Okay? And I know y'all see it backwards, but I just want to show y'all that I didn't say it. I know y'all, because now that I know y'all see it backwards. This Brad, okay? Now y'all can see backwards. All right. So Brad, let me finish it on this note. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said, and we talked about this yesterday, said XRP investors could be very happy placed within 5 years. He linked that viewed the rising blockchain adaptation of stronger institutional investors in tokenization, stablecoins, and digital asset settlements. All right. This is not, yeah, Jake said, Brad Garlinghouse said, not Dcryptofan said. All right. Just want to say that. I don't do, I really don't do price predictions. You know what I'm saying? You can ask my opinion, and even my opinion, I'm not going to give you, I'm always going to give y'all a watered down version of my opinion because, you know, I don't want to gas y'all, man. I'd be very careful to when I'm information I give you because I really don't want y'all to get hurt out here. It's one thing when it's my money, but it's another thing when somebody else's money. I don't want to play with people's money and play with people's time. I just rather break it down and give y'all the information and let y'all do with it what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Mind Body Tech 2.0. I'm going to like your stuff and share. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that you share that, man. I appreciate everybody sharing it, but thank you so much for that. That's very kind of you, man. Very kind. I really appreciate you sharing it. We're actually growing. We broke over 7,500 viewers. I'm pretty sure by the end of this now we're probably at 6,700. So we're getting to 8,000 followers, man. We're growing. And now, man, I'm not gonna tell you no lie. A lot of the episodes are hitting over 10,000 views and shares and likes. We're doing pretty good, man. We're really getting the knowledge out there. We're really growing the channel and getting the information out there. And let me tell you, I'd rather get the information out there now, where the price is where it's at, so people can learn about it while the price is low, than hit it up when we at the all-time high. Because anybody could look when we have 4.9 trillion and everything's up, everybody could look like a genius. Everybody could look smart. Everybody could talk about the coins then. Everybody could talk about it then. What you want to tell? You want to tell people about the news when XRP is at $10? You want to tell everybody about Ondo when Ondo's at $2? You want to tell everybody about Cardano when Cardano's at $1.40? You want to share the information when your favorite coin is 10x from now? Come on, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. That's not it. You know what I'm saying? Share the information. Same way you get information, share the information, man. I think that's fair. And I think that's helping people, to tell you the truth. I think that's helping. So if you can help people, share the information, let people learn. I think it's great knowledge. And if anything, let them learn about finances. It doesn't have to even be about buying crypto. It's just to learn about the infrastructure. I didn't know what the DTC was running $4 quadrillion. I never talked quadrillion. We never talked quadrillion on this chat. We just started talking quadrillion. I'm just learning this information. And I think it's valuable information. I didn't know what the NSCC was. I didn't know anything about a paper crisis. I didn't know about that. I'll be honest with y'all. I didn't know about that. It's because we're digging. The patent, I never seen the patent. It's just now because we digging up the information. I went and looked up the patent, see it. We wanted to see it ourselves. The chat wanted to see it. Straight up. The chat wanted to see what the patent looked like. So I had to go dig up the patent and put it up on there so they could see it. Because I wanted to see it too. We talking about Canton kept coming up the chat. So we had to go dig and look at what Canton did. Because it kept coming up on the chat. It ain't gonna just keep coming up on the timeline and we're gonna ignore it. Especially these cats is aggressive. They're aggressive on here. Let me tell you something. When they want to go digging in the crates, they're gonna keep hitting the chat up. They look this up, look this up, look this up, look it up. And then after a while, I ain't gonna front of my loyal viewers. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look it up. Let's look it up. And then to my surprise, Canton was one of those. I don't own any Canton. I'm not trying to tell you to buy Canton. I I don't own any Cam, but that baby right there is doing the damn thing. They over there doing privacy for institutions. Yeah. And guess what? They compliant and regulated. Yeah. Them boys over there wilding. Can over there wilding. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Them boys over there wilding. And they connected to everybody. They're moving privacy. So when you moving monies or you doing trades and you want to move it private and don't want to know what's going on, they gonna hold that data private. Yeah. Yeah. So them people that be talking about that Zcash and that Monroe and all that stuff there, Bitcoin, they ain't compliant. They ain't regulated. Them boys got that compliant regulated thing going. So I was very impressed with that. And the only reason I'm bringing that because the chat brought up there Flair. Very impressed with Flair. Tamlin brought in Flair. And I know I bring it up a lot, but a lot of people just started following us. So it's like I'll tell the stories for the new people that come in because I want them to understand. I want to give the flowers to the chat and what they bring. Because you might be coming to chat, but you understand my chat brings a lot of value to the channel. They bring a lot of good coins that we'll look up and a lot of great information. So even when I'm talking, I look back and look at what the conversations are in the chat. There's very strong conversations going on. I'm telling you, I go back and read the conversations. I'm like, God damn, they talking about some real. I'm very, very impressed with the level of knowledge that the chat has. Like, damn. These are very, very smart ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you right now, the women are smart, the men are smart. These are very smart people. We the 1%. You know what I'm saying? That's why we global. And I want to keep running on my mouth like that, but I just wanted to go over that stuff. Tonight, I really wanted to get into that Goldman Sachs secretly having the majority of the ETFs, major player in ETFs, XRP ETFs. That's exchange traded funds. That's basically Wall Street managing customers' XRP. The customer does not own the XRP. The institution owns the XRP. The customer is buying the institution, and then the institution's buying the XRP. So that's what it is. All right. And Goldman Sachs, they quietly own they quietly own the majority of the XRP ETFs. So who you think they're buying it for? Their customers. Think they're buying it for. But yeah, man, but that's just very wild. Then we talked about Australia. So just wanted to get into that. Australia being licensed April 1st and what Brad Garlinghouse had to say about that. And we talked about from 2025. What's up, Shay? How we talking about the 220 in 2025 tokenization on XRP Ledger was at 25 million. It's now at 2 billion. We still got a long way to go. We need to get in the trillions, but we had a growth of 1,200%. If you get another 1,200%, another 1,200%, let me tell you, when you do 1,200%, that's 12x every month. You get into that trillion very quick if you're 12x in every single month. That's a high volume of tokenization. If you go 1,200, that's a huge amount. When you talk about compounding that's crazy. You get to that trillion very fast. Very fast. You know what I'm saying? Very, very fast. And you talking about ETFs so far have put in 1.4 billion since the launch, but still got ways to go. But it's like this. It's nice to see the adaptation happen. It's nice to see we're not in standstill mode. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say that. I'm telling you, gang, again, boy, cool. Let me tell you something. I want that Rolls Royce, boy. I don't want the truck. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, Boss Buddha, I don't want the truck. I want the car. I want the car. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want the car. I want the car. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. Boss Buddha, since you brought it up, I don't like to talk about that type of stuff now. I don't like to talk about them type of stuff, but I want the car. Hey, James Davidson, have a good night, brother. Appreciate you as always. As always, James Davidson's in the building. I really appreciate you, brother. You already know I'm about to get off here myself. On that note, appreciate you. Gizmo was good. You already know. Boss Buddha, you already know what time, man. Oh my God, pause. Black guts. Oh my Lord, man. That'd be wild right there. Boss Boo, that's wild, man. Let me tell you, night, Tammy Lynn, night. Let me tell you, man. It's funny. The price is down, and then we talking about what we gonna buy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's funny, man. Hey, the thing's at $1.15, $1.40, and we talking about the car. We ain't even start running yet. We start spending the monies already. We tell y'all something else. I love it. Let me tell you, man. I believe so. Let me tell you, Boss Buddha, I really believe it's gonna happen. I really do, sir. I'm not gonna lie to you with let me tell you, man. I would just want to see this Clarity Act finish, and I just want to see how these institutions and these banks, how they're gonna move. I'll tell you right now. I want to see what's the Mel Hakim says he wants the yacht. He said he want the yacht. Nigga, y'all shopping already. Hey, y'all shopping already. Hey, let me tell you, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. Raul Powell says you should reward yourself for having diamond hands. Raul Powell says that you should always reward yourself for for the volatility and going through all of this. If you're waiting 5, 6, 7 years, he says you should always you should reward yourself. Yeah, man, that'd be wild. Gizmo said he want a car. I want a villa on the ocean in Costa Rica. Gizmo, hey, listen, y'all ready? Gizmo, boy, you got everything ready, boy. Riskin said he moving to Thailand. Let me tell you, boy, hey, y'all got your extra strategy for real. Hey, they got the exit strategy real ready, baby. XRP, baby. You already know. Y'all got your exit strategy, man. Love it, man. Let's go, man. But anyway, on that note, man, just wanted to go over that information. And we'll have this on YouTube tomorrow if you want to rewatch it. Anybody who came in late, you can re-see this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can't see the conversation on YouTube. You're not going to see the conversation that happened. But you can come on here and then you can join our conversation. You can see exactly what's going on. These are beautiful people. They're very funny. You can't see the comments that's on here, but come join the conversation on TikTok at Dcryptofan. And you can find me on YouTube at Dcryptofan. You can find me on IG at Dcryptofan. You can find me on Facebook at Dcryptofan. So make sure when you look on TikTok, make sure it says at Dcryptofan, the name, and the handle says at Dcryptofan. They should both be spelled exactly the same, all right? It's Dcryptofan. You already know. All we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. You already know. I'm going to talk to you mañana. Love y'all like cooked food. Please be safe out there and show love to the family. You already know what time it is. Thailand or Philippines. Gizmo said Thailand or Philippines. Nah, man. I need to go somewhere where it's 420 safe. You already know. Have a good night, y'all. Be safe out there.